Welcome back, I'm Sherlock Holmes.
And I'm Lewis.
And today we're going to be talking about nicotine salts. What it is, why you'd use it, who would use it, what it's used for. On this channel, we do reviews, tips and tricks videos, vlogs, all kinds of awesome shit, podcasts on Fridays. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. As I said, today we're going to be talking about nicotine salts and nicotine salt juices.
Nicotine salt is simply a different form of nicotine. It's extracted from the plant differently than regular, what they call free-base nicotine. Nicotine salts are absorbed quicker, meaning that they are more efficient, they get into your blood faster, and they hit that craving sooner. Nicotine salts are also more stable and they last longer in the bottle, which means you can have a bottle of ejuice on the shelf for a much longer period of time without having to worry about the color changing, the flavor changing, those types of issues you get with the regular nicotine.
All right, so how it's used and why you would use it. Using nicotine salts allows you to have a higher level of nicotine in your juice. Most of the time, you will see nicotine salts as the nicotine base of pod system juices and mouth to lung juices in general. You're talking high nicotine, 18 to 50 and everywhere in between. Because nicotine salts is so much less harsh on your throat, you can use a really high nicotine level and not burn the shit out of your throat. If you tried to vape a really high nicotine level, normal sub-ohm juice at that nicotine, that high nicotine level, you would probably scorch the shit out of your throat. The throat hit would be really intense and, in my opinion, way too much. As Louis said, it preserves the flavor. You can add more and more nicotine and it's not as harsh. With normal sub-ohm free base nicotine, the more you add, the less flavor you have in your juice because that nicotine just kind of starts taking over. With the nicotine salts, you get a lot of that flavor back, and that's another reason that it's preferred in the pod system juices because you can retain that flavor at such high nicotine levels. Nicotine salts are not exclusive for mouth to lung and pod system juices. They are also available in sub-ohm juices. Again, same principles apply. You get more flavor, longer shelf life. Your juice doesn't turn any kind of color. I mean, it will eventually, but it's a lot slower than the free-base nicotine. And when we say free-base nicotine, we're talking about standard tobacco-derived, normal nicotine that's been used for years. With sub-ohm juices made with nicotine salts, you're going to have so much more flavor and less of a throat hit.
So if you're using a traditional sub-ohm device with a normal nicotine level, you get some of the benefits of that added flavor, but then if you like that throat hit, if that's something that you require to feel like a satisfactory vape hit, then you are gonna be lacking that with the nicotine salts. You will still get the nicotine that you want, and if anything, it'll probably hit you just as quickly, but you just won't get that same sensation along with it.
Quicker even.
Yeah, right.
Because it's so much more efficient.
And another one of the drawbacks to nicotine salts is they are more expensive because of the way that it's extracted from the tobacco plant. It does add a little bit of extra cost, so they are more of a premium product.
That being said, if you're using it in a mouth to lung or pod system juice, that 30 ml bottle or that 50 ml bottle is going to last you a very long time because the nicotine levels are so high, you don't need a lot of it to get that same fix.
Or even if you're just a flavor chaser and you just really want that, it's really premium for that.
Absolutely.
Right.
One of the biggest questions that we get is nicotine salts a salt flavor? And it's not salt flavor at all. There is no salt flavor added when you use a nicotine salt. If you have any questions along those lines or just any questions, suggestions at all, leave them in the comments. We do our absolute best to get back to you guys there. Headbutt that like button if you like this video. Make sure you're subscribed and have that bell notification icon turned on because we've got podcasts every Friday, new videos at least 3 times a week. So make sure you hit that bell, you get notified when we post something new. We'll have links in the description to where you can find more information on Nic Salts and also a link to the Hometown Hero website where you can check out the mouth to lung juice and the other awesome sub-ohm lines that we have. I'm Sherlock Holmes.
And I'm Lewis.
And we'll see you in the next video.